yet another great new comic book day. So after day, there can only be one thing, and that is night. And just time for the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. Welcome everybody, I am the Ultra Maximus, and you are rolling out with me this evening. And again, Ultra Maximus is not just a name, it is also a lifestyle. Yeah. Hope you all are well. I hope you guys had a good day today. Holiday for some. And if not a holiday for you, that's not your thing. But you know what my thing is? My thing is asking you guys to subscribe to this channel. Leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind. Of course, click that notification bell for notification for when I go live. And don't forget to like and share the video. I am the Ultra Maximus, and again, I am very, very thankful for all of you guys, plus 1,100 of you, who are going to get entered into this giveaway of giveaways called the Ultra Box as it gets bigger and bigger. And until the channel gets its monetization stuff in order, well, I'm just going to continue to add stuff to the box until it's time to give it away. And the only way to enter into that, of course, is to be a subscriber to this channel. Don't forget to tune in to the other things that I do on this channel, like the Raw Report. I got one coming up, because it's been a couple of weeks since I've shown you guys some of the books I picked up in my LCSs, and of course, what I've got in the mail. And for all the hardcore market manipulators who like to throw me under the bus and say that I'm in the same boat as them with my 4 copies maximum of any book. But yeah, you see that there. And then, of course, the secret variant is how you also see what's on FOC. And I do an FOC show every week, so it does kind of help. I thought my phone was on quiet. It is now. Hope nobody needs me. The Marvel Hip Hop variant Platinum list, as well as the Marvel Legacy second printing homage variant list, are a couple of videos I did. Don't forget to also check out our feature channel section and subscribe to all those people doing it. Great content. If they are not at 1,000 subscribers, make sure you do get them up there. And don't forget to tune in to Mighty Mel V. Friday nights at 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Pacific. That is where you might see this guy named Rabum Alal just show up out of nowhere and, I don't know, drop a spec matrix or something. Follows are always appreciated, whether it be on Facebook, on IG, or on Twitter. And you can find the link to all of those everywhere on the page of the YouTube. But you can find me at ULTRA MAXIMUS, IG and Facebook. Don't forget to also find me at Ultra Maximus on Whatnot by downloading Whatnot. And that's available in the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store. And there I am, Ultra Maximus. Find me, follow me. And yeah, I don't know what's going on with MegaCon here, but I heard some of the Whatnot guys might be coming through and doing live sales from the floor. Sorry, I'm sipping the coffee. And then, of course, follows on Twitter are always appreciated at XUltraMaximusX. And even though I've got 3 X's in the name, it is not what you think. Don't forget, of course, the soundtrack provided by our wonderful friends over there at White Bat Audio. You can find them right here on YouTube. Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. You can also find them on Spotify and, of course, at whitebataudio.com. Geek Filter in the house. Mr. Eric S. Hurd. And if you hadn't heard the Melcast that they dropped on Drunken Chat, well, you guys really need to go back and watch that one. Oh, real rude. I would be your DJ. That's what that is, my friend. If you had a comic book nerd party with all the drinks and substances you can have, I would have play Ultra's music the whole night. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just here vibing, and you guys are here with me. ComicBarricade.com, of course, helping you keep your books upright. And, of course, if you know about that, you can get that code and get yourself 10% off by using Ultra. Not bad, right? WantedComics.com, of course, have you bookmark them because you need to. And, of course, they got the Souza Micah variant set as well on their website. Good luck. Good luck. And again, Super Chat isn't active. Direct support is available at paypal.me/UltraMaximus if you are wanting to donate to the comic book journalism endeavor that is the production of these shows done by the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Ultra Maximus. Who's that, you say? It's me. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Welcome to and yet another version of the Raw Report. This one, of course, is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And, of course, underneath the tie, or underneath the beard is the tie, all silkified. And I am so happy to have you all here. So it's a very, very good day. And it's been a good week, actually. And I hope you all have had a very good week because there's been a lot of stuff going on. And what I mean by that, of course, is, you know, how I like to roll with the show here. Now, just because I'm opening up now, and let's see. Oh, you know, it's all like that, man. Empire. It's the beard of truth and the hair of knowledge, man. That's how it is, you know. Oh, and the dog just entered the office and kind of breathed at me. Now he's laying down, so it's all good. But here we go, everybody. So the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser is, of course, a big review of New Comic Book Day, as well as some news out there. So if you haven't been to your local comic shop for the new books out today, going to be some spoilerific things going to see here. My bad. Also, if you haven't been on the internet in the past 3 days to see the trailer for our top story, this is, of course, your Raw Report for 2020, April 20th, 2022. Lots of 20s in there. Thunderstruck Avengers truck hat and a RIP to the Lebowski Thor core. What does all that mean? Well, like I said, if you haven't been on the internet in like the past couple of days, there is a teaser trailer that is 1 minute and 40 seconds long, official Marvel. And it does show a ton of things going on in the Thor Love and Thunder trailer. So Thor Love and Thunder officially dropping, you know, we saw last week officially wrapping filming, and we were like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden I started seeing, where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? So guys, I gotta say, we got an action-packed year already kind of like rolling at us. And it's right now, we're going to be finishing up with the Moon Knight, right? So after we finish up with Moon Knight, then we're going to move on to Doctor Strange. And then after Doctor Strange, once we get Thor Love and Thunder, then we're going to get Black Panther at the end of the year. So there's a lot of that. But there has also been some delays. Well, we're going to talk about some of those other things later on. Natalie Portman, of course, posted this to her Instagram. And this is straight fire as well. So, it's official. Natalie Portman's going to be Thor. We all knew this was coming. We knew there was going to be some changes coming soon. I've seen some spoiler videos where they talk about, they break down all the runes on Stormbreaker, and it's like, yeah, all those runes were there in the last movie, I'm pretty sure. But this is the end of the Lebowski Thor Corps, and I gotta tell you, man, that trucker hat that he has on, where it has the Avengers on it, it's like the OG Avengers before they found Captain America, right? Remember in the Volume 1 Avengers from the 60s? Well, that's basically the profile that's on his trucker hat, and his is scratched out saying Strongest Avenger. So at some point he's over here getting rid of the Lebowski body, which I too had worked very, very hard on to mimic his endgame look. I was about to braid this beard, and then of course he debuts with the Thunderstrike body, and a little bit of homage to Thunderstrike. But that's all it is. Is it spec worthy of you guys to be running out and buying Thunderstrike books and Eric Masterson appearances? No. In fact, I don't know what's going on with the revival of Eric Masterson that happened for a brief moment before he was quickly killed again. But if you want to see Eric Masterson alive in a story, I think the most recent one was him in the Secret Wars Thor's volume. That was 4 issues. Also some pretty cool stuff in there is if Groot lifts the hammer and becomes enchanted for any time. See, that's one thing. But you know what? Right here, this shot has the internet abuzz right now. We have everybody claiming that the empty space on the left that you see there that's been edited out clearly, or has a CGI character that needs to be in place there. There's a lot of things, a lot of possibilities that could be here. Let's just go ahead and get our Mephistos out of the way, so everybody who wants it to be Mephisto can go ahead and claim it's Mephisto and all that. But Korg's outfit, that's pretty dope stuff, right? I was definitely watching some people linking his outfit to some of the Jack Kirby stuff. So here's the deal. Either the character that is standing to the left of Thor is so secretive they had to brush them out of the scene, or it's somebody we already know, or it's somebody 100% CGI and they just didn't have it done yet. So kind of crazy to think about, but there's a lot of possibilities. It could be Beta Ray Bill. We could be looking at Angela. It's Agatha Harkness. Duh. For real. It was Agatha all along. And that is the saying, right? But there's a lot of other good things that we have seen in this trailer. And of course, that is, the goats and the boat. And then this is obviously Russell Crowe as Zeus. So all the hope that we had of him being, kind of like the Zeus from Guardians of the Galaxy, I had hope. Of course, you always have hope. But no, that's not sadly what we're going to get here. This is as close as we're going to get. He catches golden lightning bolts. And obviously the planetoid with all the floating things, it's John Cena. That's right. It's either John Cena or Drax Empire. I should have thought of that. Shame on me for not recognizing their signature streak move. You know what I mean? But this whole deal with Zeus right here, I think we're gonna watch Zeus get killed by Gore in front of everybody. Like Gore's gonna show up here and do him in real quick. And then also there's this, which from my understanding is taken directly from the Jason Aaron run of Thor comics, which is pretty cool. And of course, this is one of Thor's friends. So this is part of the motivation that he has here, is that Gore the God Butcher is going around and actually murking his friends. I mean, I'd do the same thing. And of course, Star-Lord talking about those who love you, and Thor Love and Thunder. But this whole thing goes down, and then the trailer ends. And as you guys have seen the trailer, know how it ends. The trailer ends with us getting a brief glimpse of Jane Foster yoked up, holding the hammer, and it is Mjolnir, and it has been put back together from multiple pieces that it was snapped into by Hela. So who are the guys that she's fighting? Is it Gore the God Butcher's people? Is it something along those lines? Leave me a comment below. Now, for those of you who have seen the toy line, like the Marvel Legends, and saw that there's a Null figure, yeah, there was also a Darkhawk figure for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that never materialized and then showing up in the movie. I believe it's going to be the same scenario. I do not believe we are going to see Null. I have some other reservations about the movie that I've shared with some friends privately. I have some friends who really have a lot of high hopes for Null. But guys, tread lightly. If you haven't already invested in Null and you didn't buy in low, don't start looking now. Buy-ins are going to start creeping back up from rumors. You guys know how I like to do. I like to do stronger research. So this way you're not blowing money on books that aren't going to do anything but sit. Yeah, not Empire, not for a while, like a really long while. And you know what? If he does come, it's going to be in the Sonyverse. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Book of the Week runner-up. Now, something funny about this is that this is the preview art, and it is a lot lighter looking than the actual product that hit the shelf. I've even seen people go, DC allowed that to go through? So, knowing what we all know about certain Catwoman books and how they have done years down the road, certain early run Catwoman books, like Art Germ variants from this run as well, have done really, really good. This is Jenny Frison, though. So, this is the reason why I gave this one the honorable mention. And, yeah, so that's a straight up, teaser shot from Jenny Frison. Does Bruce know? And the runner-up, of course, for the book of the week this week was the Catwoman Number 42, Sozo Michael 1 in 25 incentive. She still has that new person flavor, but her artwork is still very, very refreshing. However, something is going to happen next week on FOC. But the book of the week this week, and of course, it's been very, very convenient of it to be released on the day of 420, is the book of the week, The Secret History of the War on Weed, number 1 in 25 published variant. This was unfortunately very hard to find because there's not a lot of stores that were ordering 25 copies of it only, but it's an image number 1. Why wouldn't you order 25 copies of it? At least that's what I said locally, but you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of those books and where you would rate them on your weekly spoils this week. Let's talk about all the rest of the publishers that released some books. Shout out to everybody in the live chat as well. Thank you for tuning into our programming. And as you guys know how I like to do it, we're going to roll with the indies first, and then some of the larger publishers, and then we're going to get into the remainder of the show. And yeah, real rude, you know, I bet all the stoners were looking for it. My man. Anyway, we got a Blaze Publishing who dropped the Animal Castle number 5, cover A. There's the cover B, and then we, of course, had some incentives, a 10 copy, a 20 copy, and a 30 copy, black and white. Next up is Aftershock, shattering your expectations, of course, with Land of the Living Gods. It's in my read pile. I didn't get to read it yet today. We Live also, haven't been able to read it yet today. That's a crazy story. And also, don't forget, I'm going to give a shout out real quick to Sniff Comics, who gave me a copy of We Live. It's a gatefold. It's green. I believe it. It might actually be a first print. And that actually is in the Ultra box. See? That's why they did not get their 25 copy incentive for this Image Comics book, is because they got 500 Hulks. Hold on. I have to sip this real quick to make the meme. But that's none of my business, though, right? Right? Alias Black and White number 4. Cat Shit Volume 3 number 3. Gold Digger number 287. Horror Comics number 9. Patriotica United number 3, cover A. Cover B. And then we've got Rags, Sailor, Rogalski, one-shots, cover A. And then we've got the cover B. Manga style for real. Shout out to Heartless. If you're not following Heartless on IG, you should. Especially if you like manga. Archie Comics Jumbo Comics Digest. $3.29. Some good stuff on FOC though. Stick around for that. Artists, Writers, and Artisans giving us the Crimson Cage number 5 of 5. So if you have read this 5-issue miniseries, you are a wrestling fan, let me know what you think. Knighted number 5 of 5 with a cover A. And then here is your action figure variant cover. Primos number 3 of the 4-issue miniseries, cover A. Cover B. And then this is the Spanish edition. Which the Spanish edition for first 3 issues are probably on the harder to find side. Good luck. Behemoth. These guys dropped Dark Beach number 1. There's your cover A. There is your cover B. Here's your cover C. The D. And I think it's a Wando also. This is your 5 copy. Good to have you live, Real Rude, too, man. I really appreciate you trying to catch me live, man. But look, the reason why I ask you guys to subscribe to me and click that notification bell, of course, is because I'm a dad, I'm a husband. Also, you know, I've got animals. I got to eat. I got to sleep. I got to do all those things, right? On top of all that, I do work another job. I do the comic book content for you guys. And I also like to read comics and also buy comics, collect comics, look for comics. I do the same with car parts. You know, I got hobbies and other things like that. And I got other aspirations in life that I'm trying to do. This is what I'm talking about when I say live life to the maximus. You should all do it. And that's why you're fans here. And that's why I appreciate you guys coming by, because you're on that wavelength with me. You don't know how much time you have here, and that's why you should maximize what you do. Quad number 4. It's got a bunch of covers. That's your D cover, and that's going to finish it for the Behemoth. Boundless had a whole bunch of packages, and these are 5 counts and such. The Lady Death Demonic Slayer bag set. Big Remo in the house. Lady Death Lace Goddess Prism set, and this one's a 3 count. Lady Death Luscious bag set, now it's the 5 count. And then we got Ravening Goth Deco covers bag set, and that's also a 5 count. Web Witch Alien Seduction covers bag set, 5 count. And that's going to wrap it up for the Boundless. Now we're into Cutaway Comics. Omega. This is number 2 of 4. This is a cover C though. Cover B, which I did by just going back a number real quick just to kind of see something. Apparently dropped like last summer. I don't know what's going on there. I just report the comics that are released. This is from Invader. And this is Freak Gods Volume number 2. Mad Cave. Speed Republic number 3, cover A. And And this is your cover B. Jonna and the Impossible Monsters, number 9 of 12. Jonna and the Impossible Monsters, number 9, cover B. Kajumax Season 6, number 6 of 6. That's going to do it for the Oni. We're on a Rebellion, which is your 2000 AD supplier. And they had a magazine drop today, which was your Judge Dredd magazine number 439. News stories start inside. How about that? I am the law. We kept talking about that last time. I am the law. And look, the I am the law comes back. Really, that was one of Stallone's better acting jobs. But the story could have used a little bit more of that 20, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. The 2099 AD. Real big time like. Hardcoreness. Like, that's the other version of Dredd that they did. That was just called Dredd. That wasn't bad. You know what I mean? That was cop movie. Right? I don't know. If you guys didn't like the Dredd stuff, it is what it is. But here you go. 2000 AD May 2021 program pack. And then this is the Sci-Fi Special 2021 one-shot. Scout Comics dropping David Burns canceled. So you got this one cover, and then you got a 10 copy incentive. That's got your, you know, your old horror. It's got that horror theme going for it, right? And then this is your 25 copy incentive variant cover. Wild, huh? Wild, wild, wild. Checking on the music. We've got, we got less than an hour left of music, and we got a lot of books to get through, so let's keep it cranking. We got Source Point Press dropping the Classic Pulp Robots one-shot. And then this one, Corollary, like Toyota Corolla, but a Corollary. That's issue number 1. I like that one on FOC because of the premise. It was pretty cool. Cover of Darkness number 4. And then here's your cover B. Sham Comics Volume 2 number 1. A lot going on there. A lot going on. Titan Comics with the Blade Runner Origins number 11. That's your cover A. There is your cover B with that homage. And then, of course, there is your cover C by Hack. Tokyo Pop dropping the Nightmare Before Christmas Mirror Moon number 5. Valiant. Armor Clads number 2. Cover A. Cover B by Romandelli. And then cover C, which is your pre-order variant. Pre-order bundled editions. Those are honestly, if you're a Valiant fan, if there's no incentive ratio, the pre-order bundled editions are going to be pretty hard to come by. Unless the store just orders them. Zenoscope. And we got Grim Fairy Tales presents the Grim Tales of Terror Quarterly Sea of Souls. Cover B. And then your cover C. That's going to wrap it up for the Zenoscope publisher here. And I got the 100-pound King Shepherd knocking down my chair. Here we go with the Boom Studios. Faithless 3, number 3. And there's your cover A by Maria Levette. The number 3 cover B, erotic variant by Chris Anka. And I didn't see this one outside the bag yet. So let me scour the internet over the next couple of days. I'm sure somebody will have it and post it. And we'll then decide if there's any reason to be chasing it. But not bad. Tula Lote. 25 copy incentive on a Boom book. Can sometimes be really, really good, you know. Magic the Gathering, Hidden Planeswalker, number 1. There is your cover A. That's your cover B. This is your cover C, part of your connecting variant for probably the 4 issues. And then the 25 copy incentive is also going to be a connecting variant. If number 1 cover C is connecting, then it's just a trade dress variant, and this one's the Virgin. What the? Okay. And then here is your cover E, 20 or 50 copy incentive. House of Slaughter number 5, second printing, cover A. Cover B, 10 copy incentive. Cover A, the Perel variant. Power Rangers number 18, cover B with the Legacy variant. So this is your Power Rangers issue number 91. And there goes the Charge to 100 badge. Now, now it makes sense. Now everybody's like, oh, what does the Charge to 100 mean on issue number 18? Where are they getting 100 from? So you have to know that the Legacy numbering happens on the B cover in order to see that. But then, of course, they got the 10 copy incentive variant. They got the 15 copy incentive variant, which are versions of both A and B covers. Then the 25 copy incentive by Mortar, which shows Lord Drakon, which, of course, is the combination of the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. This is crazy. Right? Here's your FOC reveal variant cover, and then this is the FOC reveal 10 copy incentive. For Power Rangers fans, you guys are getting some pretty sick books, and then this is your unlockable. Cover A for Vampire Slayer. There's your cover B. There's your Montez. Cover C. 10 copy. 25 copy Glendenning. 50 copy incentive by Christian Ward. 75 copy incentive by Christian Ward. 100 copy incentive by Del Mundo. And of course, this is Vampire Slayer number 1 of an all new story, all new Buffy universe. Has no ties to previous incarnations of Buffy, which makes it interesting. It's kind of like let's count out Dreamwave and any of the other fan published stuff. But let's say like Marvel had made Transformers forever, right? And then IDW just gets a hold of the license and starts making a new Transformers run. It is Transformers, but it's not the same as the original. It's kind of what you got going on here. But it's a new universe of Buffy, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are into it. And then, of course, Francavilla has a unlockable variant cover. Going to finish it up for Boom. Now we're at Dark Horse. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Forgotten Myths number 2 of the 3-issue miniseries. Black Hammer Reborn number 11 of 12. Cover B. The Collector Collector Unit 731. Number 1 of 4. Okay, for all you Stranger Things fans, Stranger Things, the Kamchatka. Cover A, B, C, and D. The preview for Stranger Things new season has already happened. Dynamite Entertainment. Hell Sonia number 4. Cover B is actually by Tony Fleeks. Hell Sonia number 4, cover C. Cover D. Cover E, which is your cosplay, your Perillo tint, the Yoon black and white, the 20 copy cosplay, the Yoon Virgin, the Perillo limited version, the Lee limited version, and I believe that's the Lee variant that was supposed to be instead of the Tony Fleeks. Hell Sonia number 4. FOC variant. So this is your Perillo FOC Ultraviolet. This was your just cover L FOC cover. Watch. There's the Virgin 7 copy incentive of that one. And then this is your 11 copy Perillo FOC Ultraviolet Virgin. 11 copy FOC Linsner Virgin. 15 copy FOC incentive Linsner Fiery Red. But you know what? That's not Hell Sonia. That's something else. Jennifer Blood number 7, cover A. Here's your cover B by Linsner. This is your cover C by Lee Lee. This is your cover D by Yoon. Cosplay cover E. 10 copy. 15 copy. 20 copy, 25 copy, then the limited version, the Linsner limited version, and your FOC Liefeld homage to New Mutants 87. Let me get back over here, pay attention to the chat. Hey, Awesome Sauce, thanks for stopping by, man. Really do. I really appreciate it, man. So, Jennifer Blood number 7, of course, with your FOC Federici original variant and your cosplay. 7 copy FOC incentive. 7 copy Liefeld homage. 11 copy Virgin Liefeld homage color. And then we're on John Carter of Mars. Welcome back, John Carter of Mars. Deja Thoris has been getting all the love, obviously. Like this one right here. That's your Linsner. This is your case, your cover D, the cover E cosplay. Cover F, Blank Authentics, 10 copy, 20 copy, 25 copy, 30 copy cosplay, 40 copy cosplay. I'm sorry, 40 copy incentive Virgin. That's not the cosplay, duh. And then the 50 copy incentive case Virgin. Cover M, Linsner signed Atlas edition. Anyone else think there's too many covers for these books? Yeah. Premium metal. Yoon limited Virgin. Like, look, if you like go through more than half the alphabet, that's pretty bad, right? Well, we're at cover Q. FOC homage to New Mutants 98. Sometimes some of these get really cool, and it's like they can't decide which one to use. Just use them all. John Carter 7 copy FOC incentive. 7 copy homage, 11 copy homage, 11 copy FOC incentive, 15 copy Linsner. See? And then Pathfinder Special Fumbus One Shot. It's going to wrap it up for all that. Thanks, Geek Filter. Star Trek Ferengi. Cover A. 10 copy incentive. TMNT The Armageddon pregame. So this is actually just a reprint of a whole bunch of other TMNT material. I read it. Didn't read this one though. I wanted to. But here's your Beast Wars annual for 2022. There's your 10 copy incentive. Aerosmith number 4, bunch of covers. It's a 6-issue miniseries, so it should be interesting. The Good Asian number 10 of 10, cover A. There's your cover B, but you know what? For the final issue of the series, they've got a cover C 10 copy incentive. Girl Scout Stone Ghost number 6. There's your cover B. There's your Homesick Pilots cover B. Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man with a cover B. Oh, fresh news. Wait till you see. Philadelphia number 21 cover A, Alexander. Philadelphia number 21 with a cover B. The cover C is your black and white noir edition. The Secret History of the War on Weed, cover A. Cover B, which is your Dave Johnson 10 copy incentive. And 25 copy incentive by Publish. Slumber number 2. Slumber number 2, cover B. Walking Dead number 37, cover A, cover B, cover C, and cover D. And you know what? This is by Platt. Everybody catch that today? Tedesco on the D cover. Not too bad, not too bad. Here we go, everybody. Batman, Superman, World's Finest number 2, cover A, Dan Mora. And this is your cover B, Tim Sale cardstock variant cover. The 25 copy Woods cardstock. 50 copy Jimenez. Batman the Night number 4 of 10, cover A. And your cover B by Riccardo Federici. Blue and Gold number 8 of 8. Did you read the whole series? If you have read the whole series for Blue and Gold, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Catwoman number 42, of course, Jeff DeCal giving you an A cover. Makes it very easy to order the B cover. But you know what? They teased you guys with this artwork that's very, very bright. And the actual artwork's a little bit darker to kind of hide what Jenny Frison did there. Sozo Micah. This was like the reward. 25 copy incentive. And all you had to do is order 25 copies of those other 2 covers. Okay. And geez, I thought they were going to make it hard, right? Catwoman Lonely City number 3. So we got a cover A, we got a cover B, and we got the 25 copy incentive by Annie Wu. Earth Prime number 2, Superman and Lois. And then here is your cover B photo cardstock variant. So, like the Naomi on the CW, this is probably a good one to pick up for Signature Series. Cover A, Brandon Pearson for Flash 781. Flash 781 cover B. Nice House on the Lake number 8. 8 cover B. And then this is Nightwing 91. The cover B by Jamal Campbell. The 25 copy Kuna cardstock variant. Refrigerator Full of Heads number 6 of 6. Manhanini variant cover was the A cover, actually. So, yeah, Geek Filter doing some good stuff. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Refrigerator Full of Heads number 6, of course, with the cover B by Juan Ferreira. Robin's number 6, cover A. And then here is your cover B. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, number 115. Trial of the Amazons, Wonder Girl, number 2 of 2. There's your cover A by Joelle Jones. And Babs Tarr. So, Babs Tarr is that artist that you don't see coming, and she then steps up to the plate and she knocks a home run while the bases are loaded. And your pitcher had no idea. Wonder Woman Evolution number 6. This one's also not too shabby. Check out Dave Johnson. Like Dave Johnson killing it lately. In a lot of places. Avengers number 55 with the Serpent Society. Snake. Avengers number 55 with the Peach Momoko variant of Echo. And then here is the Spider Phoenix Echo. Captain America 0 Brooks wraparound variant. So it was actually pretty cool. Like there is a story that takes place from 2 different perspectives. One of them is Sam's. The other one is, of course, Steve Rogers. You guys just got to read it just to see where it takes you. But I promise you it's worth reading. The Spider-Man variant cover. The Sam Wilson variant from Alex Ross. The Steve Rogers variant from Alex Ross. And honestly, let's just be honest with each other here. Ross open order variant covers versus the 1 in 25 versus the 1 in 15. Anyway, here is your Captain Carter number 1 second printing Medina variant. The Doctor Strange Nexus of Nightmares number 1. And then the LaRocca variant cover. And then we're on to Hulk number 6. Highly anticipated book. Lots of people looking out for this one. The Spider-Man variant cover, of course, this is this takes place in the book. Is that the same Spider-Man that's in the book? Right? Really, fresh news 24/7. You all about that? You all about that Hughes 1 in 50, huh? I just don't think it was a fitting cover for the. It's supposed to be heating up. The 2 launches of the 2 different Captain America series. So both Captain America Steve Rogers and both Captain America Sam Wilson, both getting their own Cap series, which I think is pretty cool. But then Hulk 6, this is your promo variant cover. Has Titan right there on the cover. Spoiler variant also had Titan on the cover. And then this is your 25 copy Mastrazo variant. Followed by the 200 copy incentive Maliv. And then the 500 copy Stegman incentive. Alright, so the deal with Hulk number 6 is the Titan Hulk persona. As you guys know, and this is the best way of describing it, Bruce Banner is the pilot driving Starship Hulk, which is the body, right? In the engine room, the Hulk persona is fighting things to create energy to drive the Starship Hulk. Well, he fights so much in that engine room that it overheats the engines and it creates the Titan Hulk. I think that's what we're getting at here. It's a lot going on in that book. I'm trying to keep track of it, but I can't really keep track of it because I'm not a huge Hulk fan. But for all of those out there, it's a crazy book. Also a crazy book because of the crazy cover. This is a cover, of course, of Moon Knight number 9. This is your second print. Just like Punisher number 1 getting second print by Maleev. Awesome. Shang-Chi number 11. Shang-Chi number 11. Spider-Man Raza. And then Shang-Chi 11 Rian Gonzalez variant cover. And then David Nakayama A cover on Spider-Gwen, the Gwenverse. Gwenverse number 2. This is the Greg Land homage to himself. So land after land. Rian Gonzalez, 25 copy incentive. Wolverine, everybody. And the 1 in 100 incentive variant cover that does show. You know, it's funny that there's a lot going on here as far as the Gwenverse, but they're going to just continue to milk that one and watch what happens. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Star Wars High Republic's 15-second printing, and then a book that absolutely blew my mind when I read it, because I think they might actually be doing something and turning somebody into a mutant, or they're going to be coming up with a different way to allow him to join the mutant books. And this, of course, is Wolverine number 20, which, if you read it, it says Deadpool and Wolverine number 1. Here's your variant cover, open order. Here's your Fornes Shades variant cover, also open order. This is your promo variant cover, also open order. So this, of course, has Wolverine, has Patch, and it also has your Phalanx Wolverine. This is your Tyler Kirkham teaser variant cover, 25 copy incentive variant. And it's going to wrap it up for the new books today, everybody. If you're heading back to your LCS, make sure you go and pick them books up tomorrow. If you're going to go to online methods, of course, may the odds forever be in your favor on near mint copies. But now it's time for more. This is your Raw Report update, and of course, we're going to talk about some spoilerific items, and it's going to get crafty. Let's just say that. Okay. Previously, I had not reported on this guy because, look, a lot of these stars, they go crazy like Will Smith and they end up slapping people, and it happens. I mean, I as a human being, I can completely understand, but I also understand that these guys have a lot more lunacy. It is what it is. But Ezra broke the timeline again. I mean the law. And if you see the internet talking about it, Flash star Ezra Miller arrested again. Yeah, that we need to talk about Ezra update. I've heard rumors going left and right that they're going to replace him, that they're looking for people to switch him out and things like that. And it's like, oh man. I get it. All right. Ezra Miller living in Hawaii, getting drunk, I don't know, doing God knows what. Has the movie been filmed? That's all I want to know. Has the movie been filmed? Because when he gets back, if they can just edit in whoever they want to play the Flash going forward, problem solved, right? Like, think about this. If the movie's already done, all he's got to do is not do anything. If they're going to fire him. And if they want Grant Gustin to look like the Flash, have him then do a reshoot for that last scene in the movie where he comes back and resolves timeline, because we already know what's going to happen. Because we're comic book nerds. We already know what's going to happen. We already know what's going to go down. And then after that's all fixed, right? Have Grant Gustin be there and be have him look like Grant Gustin and be like, oh man, I look different. Night Rises episode 4. Yeah, we are going to end up with Grant Gustin in the DCEU. Oh, man. No, because Momoa's still there. Momoa's still there. And so is Cavill, apparently. So, well, anyway, if you guys caught this in Moon Knight episode 4, besides all of the WTF moments, after a certain point in the story, we get to this WTF moment where we're in a white-halled... You guys know what this is. I have to tell you. It's definitely a mental hospital. And we're seeing some cool things, like her saying that she'll share the bingo with us, right? He's not having it. But you know what? You know who else isn't having it? The guy running the place who looks a lot like Harrow. So we've got Moon Knight stuck in his own head. And here is our villain in his head, looking like he's going to do something to keep Moon Knight where he needs him. But as Moon Knight discovered, and I don't think I hope I didn't spoil it, there's one corner of his personality that they have not explored. And this is the person who's in this box, locked in here. And I think in issue 5, they're going to unleash the Jake. I think Jake Lockley is coming, but it's not until next episode. But there's a lot going on otherwise that I didn't want to spoil for you guys. Go watch the episode. In fact, go watch the first 4 episodes through again, and I bet you it will hit a little bit different. Okay, now this only dropped about an hour before I went live, and whoa, Cbr reporting Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse delayed till 2023. Part 2 is now set for 2024. That's crazy. I thought they were finished, you know. I thought they were done. I thought they were finished with at least most of the pre-production stuff, and they could, like, continue, like, editing and adding special effects, and, well, it's all CGI, so adding more CGI on top of CGI. Apparently, that's not gonna happen, everybody. So just know it's delayed till 2023, but it's not the end of the world. At least it's still coming out. That's the Spider movie that we all want Sony to make. They're really, really focused on a lot of other projects that we don't care about, like Dakota Johnson. No offense, Dakota. Now, also, bad news for a canned project is they buried the bone in the backyard, everybody. Bone has reportedly been ixnayed by Netflix. This was reported by CBR also about an hour before going live. So this really, really sucks as far as people who were really, really banking on the speculation of Bone being made. Well, it's been canned. What does that mean? Does it mean somebody else is going to pick it up? I hope so. Or is Netflix going to just retain the rights to Bone so nobody else can make its content? Because that's usually what happens. So we live in the age where everybody's all, oh, this is optioned. Oh, this is optioned. And we know sometimes that is like the death touch. Oh, it's been optioned by who? Oh, by these guys who have never made a movie in their entire life? I don't know. Well, good luck, everybody, with holding onto the Bone. And that is going to wrap it up for our Raw Report news. And don't forget, I'll be back next week with more news. But in the meantime, if you see something newsworthy, don't forget to Twitter tag me at @UltraMaximusX. And, of course, you can also find me at ULTRA Maximus on IG and Facebook. Comic Boom! Good to see you. And thank you again for being a supporter of the channel. You got your contest-winning House on the Lake. And, of course, I need to thank Wanna Comics for some of the other remainder of books that you got there, Comic Boom. including some special ones. So thank you again for supporting the channel here. And everybody who is watching, go support Comic Boom's channel. Go like and follow now. Comment. But we're not done. You guys ready to get in? Let's enter the speculation matrix a little bit further. And let's get into the recommended reads. So, this, for me, and I know it might be different for you, this was probably the most entertaining read of the week, only because I have a dream that the dream team of X-Force, consisting Wolverine, Deadpool, Cable, Warpath, Domino, Lady Deathstrike, maybe some other Weapon X rejects, you know what I mean? Like Sabretooth. Now that Omega Red has been kind of altered, what about Omega Red joining the ranks? Like really giving us like an edgy X-Force team like we saw back in Weapon X before. Marvel, you want an idea, man? I can do this stuff all day, but if you pay me, I can make you better ideas. Just saying. However, let's not jump away from the fact that this Wolverine issue 20, again, our return to Wolverine on this volume, they decided not to start with a new number 1 because they wanted to downplay what this is really. This book right here is actually Deadpool and Wolverine number 1. I know. Gimmick of Spider-Man Deadpool number 1 over and over again, but this time with Wolverine. Yes, absolutely right. That's why it's the read of the week. Now, the Mark Brooks variant cover was used for this placeholder, but yeah, just go ahead and read any of them. It really doesn't matter what cover you get. But this is a cool setup story. So kind of like years ago when they tried introducing the new Avengers teams. They had the new Avengers, they had the all-new, all-different Avengers, they had the Secret Avengers and the Uncanny Avengers, right? Or that's basically the Secret Avengers were. Deadpool was an Avenger. He got his card from Captain America. He's like, oh, shit. You know, he's like, I didn't really want this, but he got it. And it's because, of course, Wolverine was dead. Cap decided to really give Wade a shot. So we always know that there's a lot of heart behind Cap's motives. But what I like here, 2 different shields, 2 different Captain Americas, Bucky's center on the cover as well. Technically, he's on the back cover, but that's fine. He's still there, and this should show they're gonna do a lot of Sam Wilson as Captain America as they start developing Captain America 4. It's crazy. Because they already said it's not going to be a Disney Plus series. It's going to be a movie. That's not X-Force number 27. That's the secret history of the war on weed. And this was a wild read. I have to read it again, of course, just to make sure. And, of course, I bought this one under a different cover. And, of course, I read it just to make sure there wasn't anything crazy going on inside of it. Now, this guy that appears on the cover, I think he actually appears before this book, so not a first appearance. Hulk number 6. Titan emerges. Says so on the cover. Gwenverse number 2. Now, for all of those holding on to the Old Man Logans from Secret Wars with that qualifier Gwenverine cover, well, today's your day. This is the book that you waited for to pay off. Now, as I stated earlier, there was a book, my read of the week was, of course, that Wolverine. But why was Wolverine number 20 my read of the week? Well, the dynamic between Wolverine and Deadpool And also how Deadpool finally makes it to the island. He does it in pieces because security is still pretty tight. And he rains body parts on Black Tom and Wolverine. It's pretty funny to see him do that. Good read, though, all around. But there's also some spec that came out of this one. Cerebra makes a return. Who's that, you ask? Well, go back to Astonishing X-Men number 9. And you'll figure that one out. Now we've got the Raw Report Versus, which is, of course, where I ask you. Well, I asked you last week. I showed you a couple of books and said, you know what? If you had to pick between these two, which would you pick? These were your choices. Catwoman number 42 with the 25 copy incentive by Souza Micah. And then the Tula Lote 25 copy incentive for Faithless. Tough, right? Some people have nothing to do with DC books and Catwoman and prefer indie all the way, all day. They're going to go with the Faithless. I'm sure of it. But the thing is, Souza Micah is definitely one of those artists that her books, when they're an incentive, do very well. It's a Catwoman book, too. I know it's not like her first Catwoman. That was kind of like the Milo Manara of her works. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But next week, and Souza Micah again, keeping the fire alive. Gonna do Red Sonja number 8 with the Souza Micah incentive variant versus Something is Killing Children number 23 Frisian unlockable variant cover. How do you choose between these two? One of them is an incentive on a book that are you reading? And the other one is an unlockable on a book you're probably reading. Tough call. There's a bunch of other incentive variants, of course, other, Frisians you've included for Something is Killing Children number 23. But it's a big book for some. Definitely a big book for some. Leave me a comment what you thought about those. Let's journey further into the Spec Matrix. Let's talk about the heat of the week this week. So, if you're new, you guys know I like to tell you about some of the heat. And, of course, Animal Castle came out the gate, issue number 1, caused multiple printings, store variants, all that stuff. Are they satisfying the content with their regular sales totals? Because there's a 10 copy, a 20 copy incentive. Pretty cool. There's also a 30, which is wild. Land of the Living Gods, of course, the first 2 issues and the second print for number 1 kind of say a little bit about it. We Live, Age of Palladiums, number 2. Horror Comics. And then, of course, Rags on the B cover. Crimson Cage number 5. Now, I don't know, is the Anarchy Press going to reprint all of the Rags books, including the variants? Crimson Cage number 5, because remember, that's actually what got a lot of people on the Rags and then got them off the Rags because they were like, no, we don't want the print order. Knighted number 5. How much time I got left here? Probably enough. Alright, so Knighted number 5 after being on FOC like 3 times, right? The Texiera action figure variant. AWA Upshot. This is probably one of those publishers that we will all regret not having a book from because of how well it gets adapted into something else. Because every time I read an AWA book, I'm like, I can see this being made into something like watchable. Like live action, animated, doesn't matter. Like either way works. Absolutely works. This works. I love this story, by the way. Primos, issue number 3. Got this variant cover, which isn't too shabby. And then, of course, the Spanish edition. The dough cover for Dark Beach number 1, which is the cover D. And then there's your 5-copy incentive. Quad number 4 and the cover D. Speed Republic, of course, it's a car-based comic book. And you guys know how I feel about that. Black Caravan, of course, with the issue number 1, has 2 different variants. It has a 1 in 10 and a 1 in 25 from a scout book. Yeah, probably something in there. Classic Pulp Robots. That's your one-shot. And then here is your corollary number 1. This is an interesting book. Shout out to TM Nerdy. I know he's reading it. Shout out to all you other spine ticks in the live chat. Make sure you go follow them as well. And Blade Runner Origins number 11, cover C. And then the Christmas Mirror Moon. Livio Ramondelli. This is your cover C. Again, this is the pre-order bundled edition. Pre-ordered bundled editions aren't going to be very common, especially if the series starts to pick up. The Faithless number 3 erotic variant, and then 25-copy incentive, of course. The Magic Planeswalker number 1, just a good-looking cover. And then the 25-copy incentive, of course, and the 50-copy. House of Slaughter number 5, second print. There's your 10-copy incentive. Power Rangers 91 legacy numbering. 10-copy. 15. 25. So lots of ratio variants going for the Power Rangers, right? 10-copy FOC reveal variant. Unlockable 1 per store. Vampire Slayer number 1 with the 75-copy incentive by Christian Ward. Yeah, there was a 50-copy trade dress. It's okay. Cover G, which was your 1 in 100 by Del Mundo. Unlockable 1 per store. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The Black Hammer, both covers, of course. According to Larry's Comics, Black Hammer, best superhero story on shelves, not even close. Stranger Things Kamchatka number 2, and you just might as well pick up all of these covers, because if this series is done at issue or season 4, the only other way to get your stories is going to be through the comic books, as far as I know. 10-copy Ferengi. This one's going to be an interesting book to watch, especially if you're reading a story. You know this guy. He's up to something. 10-copy incentive of Beast Wars and the annual. Good Asian number 10. 10-copy. Ice Cream Man 29. The cover B. All of them fire, right? And then, of course, Philadelphia number 21. Cover B. Secret History of War on Weed with the cover B. A and B. And of course C. So basically all the covers. I do also know that there's a couple of store exclusives out there. I think Bird City's one of them. Batman Superman World's Finest number 2. Cover D. That's your 50-copy Jimenez. Batman the Night number 4. The Federici. Decal. I don't need to say more. This one right here. Frisian cardstock. And the cardstock changed too. 25-copy incentive for Sozo Micah. Catwoman Lonely City. Cliff Chiang variant cover. And of course the Annie Wu 25-copy. Earth Prime number 2. Superman and Lois. Cover B. So again, photo variant. Get it picked up. Flash, Flash with the power noogies. Nice house on the leak. It's a Tinian. You know. Geek Filter, thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you tuning into the live stream when you can. And go follow Geek Filter, everybody, over on IG. Nice House on the Lake number 8, cover B. Tiny Onion, like I said, was about the cover A. Nightwing 91, the cover C now, 25 copy incentive. Mateus Manhanini, impressing as always. Refrigerator full of heads. There's your B cover. Robin's number 6. Robin's number 6 with the cover B. Then the Scooby-Doo 115. The other half of the Trial of the Amazons. The cover A by Joelle Jones. The Babs Tar card stock variant cover. Yeah, Babs Tar kind of knocked this one out. Do you guys agree? The Dave Johnson cardstock variant cover, also not too shabby, as well as the Peach Momoko on the Echo. As stated earlier, I like this Brooks. It's Mark Brooks. He does firework. And the 1 in 25 definitely outpaces this 1 in 50 by all means. But it's a 50 copy incentive, so people will be chasing after it. Second printing of Captain Carter. The Nexus of Nightmares, number 1, both covers, but the Laraka variant. Yeah. Like I said, Hulk number 6, 200 copy, 500 copy. But then for all you late print chasers, yeah, Moon Knight number 9, Punisher number 1, second print for both of those. And then, of course, the Shang-Chi by Rian Gonzalez, the Spider-Gwen Gwenverse number 2 by Greg Land, and the Rian Gonzalez 25 copy incentive. Second chance to get your Star Wars on with this High Republic 15 second printing. So apparently there's some big stuff going on in this book. And of course, if you guys were watching Drunken Chat, you saw Dennis get that knockout with that new High Republic variant. Oh, look, Wolverine number 20. And the promo and the Kirkham. That's going to wrap it up for the Heat this week. But you know what? I try to spy the Heat in other weeks as well. And this is why you're going to subscribe to the next episode of the stuff that I drop. Like the Raw Report, which is where, of course, you get your new pickups and mail drops of the books that I pick up in my LCS. And the stuff that I buy online. What you're watching right now, of course, is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. But my secret ingredient, of course, is this secret variant. Secret Variant is the FOC show that I do here on this channel, which is one of the reasons why, again, you should subscribe to get your next episode. And let's talk about a little bit of the books that were on there, because these books all closed on final order cutoff this past Monday, or maybe even Sunday, depending on if they're lunar distribution. So, we're going to look at some books, again, that you cannot add to orders anymore unless they're open order. You can't add incentives. So if there's an incentive variant on this list, there's only going to be so many of them out there. I suggest you get your hands on them sooner than later. So let's take a look. Please stand by. Okay, so first up, when we go down the FOC rabbit hole, the Sumerian, the Hour of the Dragons, with their homage variant covers are always cool, and then their incentives also not too bad. The Bunny Mask. We all like the Bunny Mask, but did you get the mask variant for the Bunny Mask? 15 copy incentive for the return of the Bunny Mask. So this is the second volume of Bunny Mask books, just in case you were wondering. You should be able to find the first volume. The first volume also has a Bunny Mask second printing, as well as Bunny Mask first printing. I'm talking about the mask cutouts. Wrong Earth Purple. This year one shot by Jerry Ordway. 10 copy incentive by Gene Ha. And then Archie Meets Riverdale with your one shot. There's the cover B by Ben Caldwell. Keeping Up with the Joneses, issue number 2. And again, this is what I was saying earlier about AWA. Almost looks like this girl could be Zendaya. It's kind of like how they modeled it after the first issue. Like you can kind of see the way that they drew her. It was like definitely like, to me, it looked like the silhouette of Zendaya. I was like, what the hell? But like I said, these things make good adaptations. We'll see what they do with this. This is probably one of them. AWA Upshot. Shout out to Big Remo. Curdle's Adventure Magazine number 2. And then the Psychodrama Illustrated number 5. Fantagraphics books. Same people putting out the Red Room stuff. Nottingham number 7 just also went on an FOC. And I had a lot of my friends go, when did number 6 come out? They really duped you guys on this one with the 5-issue miniseries, right? Well, issue 6 will probably be going back for a second print, but there's also the variant covers for 6 and 7 that are black and white. This should be pretty good too. Recount preamble, one shot, and is your cover A. 10 copy incentive that is a belly homage. Dark Interlude number 4, cover B. And then Heathen Vault Reserve Edition. Rush number 6, cover A. And then the cover B by Simmons. Wild stuff going on there, huh? Mighty Morphin number 19, with your cover A. The cover B with your Legacy, which is your number 92. This is your 10 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee. This is Alpha 5 all by himself. Rocking a variant cover. 25 copy. FOC Reveal variant by Clark. The FOC Reveal variant Virgin. 10 copy incentive. And then you're unlockable. 7 Secrets number 17. 10 copy Mercado. 25 copy incentive by Allen. Something is Killing the Children number 23. Die Cut Mask. Die Cut Bloody. 25 copy. 50 copy incentive. And then the unlockable variant. So all of these for Jenny Frisian for Something is Killing the Children number 23. Mortal Red Sonja number 2 with a negative space red hair cover by David Nakayama with the chainmail shirt. Lee Lee follows suit with a 25 copy. The limited. Then the John Royale. Lee. The Lee Homage Virgin. Cover K, 50 copy incentive. Then cover Q, FOC bonus Jim Lee Homage for Vampirella Strikes number 1. Oh, look. 11 copy Virgin. And then cover W is the 15 copy FOC incentive by Michael Turner. White variant, black variant. Love those white and black blanks, right? Kill Lock Artisan Wraith number 3. And we're on the last song on on my free music, so just keeping tabs on that. The Kill Lock Artisan Wraith, of course, is by Livio Romandelli, who's a Transformers artist. I stated before, stuff hanging on my wall. Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome number 4, 10 copy incentive. Last Bot Standing number 1. So this is the story about the final Transformer. A lot of people were big mad when they saw this one by Alex Milne revealing it's Rodimus. Cover C. Cover D. And if that's Rodimus's face, That's some wild looking stuff going on there, right? Yeah. I don't know if I'm happy about this cover, if that's, accurate designs. But then there's this too. So I don't know what's up with this other, life going on there. Something weird. And then, of course, 8 Billion Genies. Cover B by Jenny Frisian and Seeley. And then cover B by Shalvey. Whoa. 50 copy incentive is weird. Lady Mechanica, Monster of Ministry number 4. And your 10 copy incentive. So the cover B on Lady Mechanica is phenomenal. And music's about to be over, so I'm getting ready. Noctera number 10, cover C by Tony Daniel. Spawn 329, cover A. And for the Drunken Chat cover contest, there you go. Blank Sketch cover B. Cover C for 329, also not too shabby. Batgirls number 6, 25 copy, Rion Gonzalez. Okay, let's see. How to fix it. What a way to close it out. Some upbeats, right? Blood Syndicate Season 1, of course, giving us this cover, which is pretty dope. But the Raza, 25 copy incentives. Probably going to have some people chasing this one. Raza is fire. Future State Gotham number 13, cover B, Mike Bowden with the cardstock variant cover. So the 25 copy incentive for I Am Batman, of course, is the 25 by Mateus Manhanini. If you are checking his art, he's putting out more and more work, but there's a few other ones. Naomi Season 2, number 3, though, only going to give you one cover. Sandman Universe Nightmare Country number 2, cover C, 25 copy incentive by Francesco Mattina, and they're going to do the same with a 50 copy foil incentive for you. Superman Son of Kal-El number 11, cover D, is your 25 copy incentive by Dan Mora. And this shows a little bit better what's going on in the book. Kal-El's son, of course, dealing with Lex Luthor. Wonder Woman by John Boy Myers, and this is your cover B cardstock variant cover. And of course, Ruben V. All these covers that I'm showing you right now are on FOC, and the final order closed already. So if you need any of these covers in your collection, you better go contact your store tomorrow and be like, hey, put me down for those. So an Eternals cover with the gauntlet on the correct hand, of course, by Art Adams with Thanos. Not bad. This one's also not bad for a Skrull variant cover, especially if we find out in the MCU if Cersei actually turns out to be a Skrull too, right? Thor, Jeff Scott Campbell, open order variant cover. But don't forget there's a 100 copy incentive variant cover here, and then the retro style 200 copy incentive. Wolverine number 21, continuing on Deadpool and Wolverine number 2. Stegman, open order variant cover as well. He just sliced off Deadpool's arm and cut him in half. And that's why I think the Deadpool and Wolverine bromance is just getting started. Your Wolverine number 88's probably a good book to have nowadays, right? So that's our show, everybody. I want to thank each and every one of you in the live chat for hanging tough, hanging with us, interacting. It's an interactive live chat, and that's what I love about you guys. Of course, you are the best live chat to deal with on YouTube. And of course, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment if you're watching on the rewind. And of course, like and share the video, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Of course, I might see you before next week. Of course, that's why you want to subscribe. You never know when I'm going live.